Reasons why Filipino people is the best. The Philippines, with its flawless seashores and dazzling scenes, is a nation that isn't hard to adore. What's more, similarly as an outing here will very likely make you succumb to all that you see on its islands, it will likewise make you succumb to everybody you meet on them. But before we cherish everything, don't forget to hit like button and subscribe for more interesting videos. Here are the list of the reasons you will essentially cherish the Filipino public. Number 1. They'll greet you wholeheartedly. A particularly notable attribute of the Philippines and its kin is friendliness. It's one of those recognizing characteristics related so near being a Filipino. Energetically tolerating visitors comes to Filipinos so normally it nearly appears designed into their frameworks. Since as much as Filipinos love their way of life and nation, they will happily impart it to any guest who expands that equivalent love. A large number of them go the additional mile in causing guests to feel practically like VIPs. So when you wind up in a Filipino home, don't be astonished in case you are prohibited to assist with anything. Visitors are generally not made to make the slightest effort. On the off chance that offering to do the dishes, for instance, will make you more agreeable, proceed, yet expect a probable reaction along the lines of no, you're a guest. Number 2. They'll deal with you like family. On the off chance that you end up within the sight of Filipinos for an all-encompassing time frame, you can anticipate that the guest accommodation should transform into authentic familial love. Filipinos are family situated and there is normally not, at this point, a qualification among more distant family, or even your folks' youth closest companions. So indeed, when a privileged individual from a Filipino family, you can likewise hope to be welcome to the entirety of their fun and food-filled social occasions. Number 3. They'll take care of you just as your grandmother does. Please, eat some more, is a pervasive expression at any Filipino supper or get-together. Filipinos have a partiality for food that maybe outperforms even their proclivity for karaoke, and that is stating a great deal. To the shock of numerous outsiders, the by and large thin and unimposing Filipino can really take care of an incredible measure of food. Filipinos generally have 3 complete dinners daily, a few meriendas, light snacks, in the middle of, and the scandalous additional rice for sure. They just appreciate food and they will get you to do likewise. A snicker and an, I'm as of now full, much obliged, will for the most part do the stunt for the energetic second serving influence. Yet, you may need to rehash yourself a couple of times to the few aunties that offer. Number 4. They ooze energy. Filipinos appear to be naturally hopeful, an attribute that, in case you are presented to sufficiently long, will inevitably come off on you, as well. It isn't exceptional to see news reports about cataclysmic events, for example, tempests and floods striking the nation during its wet season. Nor is it uncommon to get Filipinos in the foundation of recording snickering, playing in the downpour, and holding up gestures of goodwill at the camera rather than floundering in hopelessness. This capacity to see the great in the midst of the awful is honorably normal to the merry Filipinos. Number 5. They're among the most amicable individuals you will run over. When you coexist with a Filipino, soon they acquaint you with their different companions and, in the end, perhaps remember you for their close friend network. In spite of some of them at first appearing to be modest, Filipinos are normally enthusiastic about gathering new individuals. The key is to keep a glad, agreeable aura and a decent comical inclination, and they'll adore having you around. Number 6. They have an incredible comical inclination. Filipino humor isn't something a pariah will handily comprehend. Yet, it overwhelms such an extensive amount their everyday carries on with, it is difficult to disregard. Filipinos, being the positive, ever upbeat individuals they are, appreciate a comical inclination that takes have a great time nearly everything from mockery, to situational satire, and to the basic joke of how a word is articulated. Seeing how a portion of these things are amusing may be confounding to certain outsiders from the start, however encircle yourself with this infectious soul enough and you will rapidly find the Pinoy giggling bug. Number 7. They're a great deal of fun. Beside their laughter is the best medication point of view. Filipinos are basically a great deal of enjoyable to be near. Meet a Filipino just because and they will seem like the shyest loner. Yet, toss them into their gathering of loved ones and they change into a totally extraordinary individual. Despite the fact that it might require some investment to persuade Filipinos to be okay with you, when they will be, they move into their garrulous, senseless, karaoke cherishing selves. At the point when they draw out the flute and the magic sing, you realize a Filipino gathering is going to go down, and you will enjoy each moment of it. Number 8. They are compassionate and accommodating. Filipinos are educated at an early age the benefit of realizing how to show concern and feel for others. So when they sense that someone is worrying about such a concern, particularly if that someone is a companion or thought about family, they will attempt to assist as much as possible. Among people group, a significant Filipino worth is the idea of cooperative undertaking, bayanihan, wherein when any individual from the network is out of luck, the others contribute what they can, no inquiries posed. Basically, it is the network meeting up to achieve an undertaking. Regular in the provincial territories of the nation, this is exemplified in the act of actually moving house, when men from the network help lift a neighbor's whole niva cabin and convey it over to its new area. Number 9. They'll show you their language, regardless of whether you ask them to or not. It doesn't make a difference in the event that you've requested that your Filipino companions show you Tagalog or not, you'll inadvertently be getting words all through your fellowship. Both Filipino and English are authentic dialects in the multilingual archipelago, and regularly the two dialects are blended and utilized all the while to fill minor holes in it as possible that one. So on the grounds that the expressions sometime back and prior to date are just too long to even think about saying, your Filipino companions may essentially request that you recall the word earlier. Or then again may they wind up continually slipping in Tagalog sentence particles during your discussions. They'll probably begin clarifying the distinction between words like da, na and ba. So they can start utilizing them when conversing with you, as well, obviously. Number 10. They're the most fascinating blend of various societies. On account of the nation's history of imperialism and experiences with a few unique societies, Chinese, Malay, Spanish, American, and even Japanese, what has come about is the most inquisitive mixture of changing attributes and practices. Explorers acquainted with any of these societies will be astonished and entertained at the equals Filipinos convey in their lifestyles, from food and language, to convictions and qualities. Number 11. They'll redesign your Insta feed. On the off chance that you invest enough energy around Filipinos, you will rapidly understand their affection for taking photographs. Since this affection for photographs is combined with an interest for online media, numerous Filipinos have astonishingly cured Instagram takes care of. Also, when you're companions with them, yours will be the same. Since Filipinos like having great photographs taken of themselves, they're the ideal individuals to solicit to take those from you, as well. They will know to take a time, to give you a decent determination, to take from different edges and from which ones. So for some jealousy actuating travel photographs on your outing to the Philippines, don't be bashful to ask help from Pinoy companions. They have you and all your best points secured.